You know, I've been thinking that there's a lot of giants in the world. There's Andre the Giant, there's the New York Giants, there's Goliath from David and Goliath. As a fellow David, I'm kind of partial to that one. I wonder if there's any more giants. Hmm. Hey folks, Dave here. Earlier this week I was contacted from somebody from Mammoth Factory, which is a company that makes 3D models for D&D and that type of thing. And they basically said, "Hey Dave, we really like your work, and would you like any of our models to make some photos with?" And I said, "Yes, yes I do. Also, thank you, I appreciate that. You like my work. That really feels great." And I absolutely took them up on their offer of getting one of those models because they looked really, really cool. So I picked one and I downloaded it and I printed it off and I assembled it. So this is the figure. It is a giant Eaton, and I'm really impressed with this figure. First of all, the posing is fantastic. It's very energetic. And secondly, the detail that is still left in this model after upscaling it is quite impressive. Oftentimes, because I am creating models for the purposes of photography, I like to print them off bigger than they are expected to be, because bigger means it's easier to paint and it's easier to photograph. But often the downside to that is, or the trade-off to that, is that you lose detail because there's just enough detail in the figure for the scale it was meant to be at. And when you scale it bigger, you kind of lose those details. This model here, though, there's so much detail in the small model that when I made it twice as big as it normally is, this is 200% bigger than normally is, all the detail in there is still there. And I would never have guessed that this was not originally intended to be at this scale. So I think it's going to look fantastic in my camera once I get this painted up. So that's the next step, is to get this guy painted up and get him camera ready. So let's jump to that. Actually, before we get to the painting, stay tuned to the end of this video where I'll tell you how you can get this model for your very own. Off to paint.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, I think that we've all had enough. It's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world's too anxious, we'll adapt and we'll survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Well, there you go. There's one giant Eaton ready to go. The details on this model continue to impress as I was painting it. There was just nowhere on here that is lacking an amazing amount of detail. And it painted up surprisingly better than I expected. I expected it to be a lot more fiddly than it was, but it ended up being fairly quick and straightforward, and it looks fantastic. So all I need now is a place to put this guy, a setting for the photo, because that's what I do. So where am I going to put this guy? I'm thinking either, I don't know, what's appropriate for a giant? Maybe like a Manhattan penthouse, or maybe Beverly Hills wasteland. I'm going to put this guy in a wasteland. Let's go build one. To the foam! There you go, one giant wasteland. It's a fairly simple diorama, just some rocks I formed out of plaster Paris, some various bits of dirt and topsoil from my garden, some moss from the dollar store, and I have this muddy, rocky mess. Wasteland. Perfect for a giant. And here is a giant. The giant is going to sit somewhere in here-ish. And I'm thinking having like a misty fog in the foreground for some atmospheric elements. Maybe like a stormy sky or a full moon in the background to add the light into the scene. And I think it should look pretty badass. So one problem I'm going to have with this is that this giant does not have its own center of balance. So I'm going to have to use some sort of wire to prop him up. Hopefully I can stick it in there where it's not too obvious. Otherwise, I'll just take it out in post. So what I'm going to do is take this guy over to my studio, point some lights, some fog, and some camera at it, and see what I come up with. So let's head off over to there. To the camera!
Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night? Yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan.
All right, there you go. Job done. I think this was a successful project. I'm really pleased with the results. Now, I promised to tell you where you could get this figure from. There's two places. One is at myminifactory.com, where you can download the STL file so you can 3D print one of these yourself. The other place is that Mammoth Factory is going to be holding a Kickstarter sometime soon. It may be started by the time this video lands. I'm not sure. I'll drop the links in the comment in the description below. But they're going to have physical models, books, DM screens, dice, a whole bunch of things. So if you're into D&D or if you're into this figure, I highly recommend you check that out. They're not a sponsor, but they've proven to be cool people. So I figure I'll give them a shout and check them out. Should be good. So that is it for me. Thank you very much for following along. And if you like what you see here, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.